Alright, so hello everybody, I'm Omar. I'm one of your head PIs for D-Log this semester, and today we're going to go through how to simulate a VHDL file using ModelSim. So these are the two VHDL files you have. You have one called video, and this one, these are the ones that we're going to be using. You're going to be provided different ones for the homework. But this is just an example. You can see this is just a small implementation of an AND gate, and this right here is the test bench for it. So these are what we're going to be using. The first thing you want to do is open ModelSim. It'll be a program like this. We're not going to do it through Quartus for this one. Then after that, you want to go to the file. You're going to click Top, New, and then Project. This is just an example. These VHDL files will be released if you want, but this is more of a tutorial to show you how to simulate for the VHDL files for the homework. So you have to go and browse to choose a location. In this case, I want it in my Quartus folder in D-Log F25, and then we're going to name it Homework 6 Tutorial. Then I'm going to name it the same thing here, but you don't have to, but I would recommend it. Tutorial, then just leave all of this stuff the same, then click OK. It's going to ask if creating the directory is fine. That's also good. Then after that, you're going to want to click Add Existing File because you're downloading these files. You're going to click Browse, and then you want to go to wherever your files are. In this case, my two are just right here. Then this is important. You want to make sure that you click Copy to Project Directory, and then you click OK, and you're going to see they appear here now. After that, you want to click Compile, and you should see that there are no errors. If there's an error, there might be you might have to compile it again, depending on if video test bench is before video, something like that. But just compile it twice, and then if there are still errors, then something else is wrong. After that, you want to make sure that you, or before you compile, sorry, you want to click both of these, right-click, click Properties, and then under VHDL, you want to click 2008 for language syntax, and then after that, make sure that you compile it maybe twice. But then after that, this is where you're going to start to simulate. You're going to click Simulate and then Start Simulation. Under Work right here, you're going to want to click the test bench one. So in our case, it's video and video test bench, but it might be Homework 6.1 and then Homework 6.1 test bench. So you're going to want to click the test bench and then click OK. Then we're going to be greeted with this complicated, funny-looking screen right here. But you'll see that there are these objects on the side, and these are your input and output signals. You can see in our test bench, we have signal A, B, and C. These represent our inputs and outputs into this component right here, which is just an instantiation of this video entity. So what we want to do is you want to click these. You can just click the top, then hold Shift and click the bottom, and then drag them over. They're all used because we haven't started the simulation yet. But after that, you're going to want to go to Run, and then you're going to click Run All. All right, you're going to see it kind of looks like this, but you can click Control-O to zoom out. And you can see these are the values of our signals. So you can see what we tried to represent was an AND gate, and you can see that at the beginning, both of these are 0, so the output is 0, then 0 and 1 is 0, 1 and 1 is 1, and then 1 and 0 is 0. And then after that, the simulation stops because of this line right here that says stop. After that, let's say we change some code. So let's say we go to our test bench and we want to start A as 1 for whatever reason. Unclick read only, and then let's say we want to make A1, and then we want to change it to 0 over here. We can save that, then we compile one more time. After we compile, we need to restart the simulation. So you go to Simulate, Restart, and then you click OK here. Then you'll go to Simulate, Run, and All, and you can see now A starts at 1 and the AND happens a little earlier, but everything still checks out. The other important thing to note is that down here in the test bench, there might be some things that get like reported or basically printed to this thing right here to tell you some info. So it's like, for example, if we right click and then unclick read only, and we report We just report right here, hello, everybody. And then we just add a semicolon, save, compile it one more time, then restart the simulation and run it again. You can see there it says a note, hello, everybody, at this point. The one other thing that is of note is that in the things that you're going to be provided, you're going to have to switch the architecture. So just for a tiny VHDL overview, of course, the entity is basically declaring the inputs and outputs of it, and the architecture is defining the actual behavior. But you can have multiple architectures in one file if you wanted. So this is the file that you're going to be given, and you can see up here, you choose, there are two implementations. One of them is correct and one of them is incorrect, and you basically have to choose between them. So what happens is that you're going to change it from correct to incorrect here, and then you're going to compile one more time. But an important note is that after you compile it, when you change the correct to incorrect or the incorrect to correct, you have to go to simulate, then start simulation, and then you click the test bench one more time. Then you'll have to wait a tiny bit, and then you basically just do the same steps, but again. The reason for that is that when you switch the architecture of it, you basically have to reload it, so then it'll be there properly. But yeah, that's about it. Your homework 6 is going to consist of 2 parts. The first one, you're going to be given 2 VHDL files. So in this case, it's the homework 6.1 entity and then the homework 6.1 test bench. And then you're just going to simulate it and basically just show the correct and incorrect parts, take some screenshots. Then in the second part, we're going to give you 2 .vho files, which are basically compiled VHDL. One of them is going to be incorrect, one of them is going to be correct. And you're going to have to make a test bench with the template we give you to decide, to figure out which one is correct and incorrect. You'll have to do some screenshots, explain your reasoning, and that's going to be your homework 6. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and good luck.